Airport for a total bid of $35,750. The next bid is from Green Demolition Contractors, 1427 West Dickens, Chicago, Illinois. They have their Form 96 filled out. It appears that they bid all the parcels. Their total bid is $451,300. Next bid is from JM Industrial Services Incorporated, 201 Marble Street, Hammond, Indiana. They have their Form 96 filled out. It appears that they bid all the parcels, and their total bid is $209,700. Next bid is from George Beamsterboer Demolition. Doesn't have address on the front. (3411) Sheffield Avenue, Hammond, Indiana. He has his Form 96 filled out. I don't see the breakdown sheet. The breakdown sheet, but his total bid is $610,000. And the final bid is from Midway General Construction. (800) Ravinia Place, Suite 2, Orland Park, Illinois. And they bid all the parcels except for 2064 to 2102 Sherman Street, which is the environmental contaminated parcel. But they bid everything else, and their total bid is $267,000. I need a motion to refer these to the appropriate departments for tabulation and recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item B, resolution of the Board of Public Works of the City of Hammond, Indiana, naming Sharon Zaney as its appointment to the Hammond Plan Commission.
The Board of Works has an appointment to the Hammond Planning Commission. I actually didn't know that until very recently. There is a vacancy that has been created because somebody has left the position, and I'm requesting that the board make an appointment of their choosing, but the suggestion would be Sharon. She's familiar with the commission and its duties.
Make a motion to appoint Sharon Zaney to the Board of Planning.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against, motion passes. Item C, proposal received from Nice Engineering Incorporated for additional property research for Hermits Park located at 121 142nd Street, submitted for approval. Is it not? It's on.
We received this information from our city planner, Brian Poland. We recently approved a contract with Nice to do some of this work, but there are some issues, I believe, with the state line. So I'll make a motion to approve the additional. It's $4,000. I'll make a motion to approve the contract.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. Item D, correspondence received from Aetna Group requesting to perform work at the intersection of Roxana Drive and White Oak Avenue between Monday, September 18 and Tuesday, September 19, submitted for approval. Looks like it's a traffic control thing, scope of work, since it's groundwater sampling too.
Dean, you have any info on this for us?
Roxana and White Oak.
This is a repeated request that we've received over probably two occasions at the White Oak, kind of Roxana border with East Chicago. They're going to do some basic lane restrictions there to do some groundwater sampling.
Yeah, there's a pipeline alley running through there,
There is.
right? So it's like right on the East Chicago Hammond line.
Right, right. So there's going to be some traffic restrictions in that area and just needed the Board of Works to approve that.
Will you send it to the police?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a motion to approve and send to the police department for review and recommendation.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item E, correspondence received from the Engineering Department requesting $10,000 from Councilman Scott Rakos for the 2017 sidewalk repair program, submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item F, correspondence received from the Hammond Police Department approving block party and a personal disciplinary action and disposal authorizations.
Motion to approve the chief's request.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. Item G, correspondence received from Comcast requesting to install a new cable TV cable along Hickory Avenue and underneath 150th Street, submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
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 Those against, motion passes. Item H, status of demolition properties located at 5632 Claude.
Good morning, I've got the list, sorry. Good morning, I've got the list here. The first property, 5632 Claude, it is nearly complete, it is complete. We're going to remove it from the demolition list.
Make a motion to remove from the demolition list.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
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 Those against, motion passes. 850 Mulberry.
That one, it's nearly done. I'm not going to set it for another status. We're just going to leave it at code to monitor, so I don't need a status date.
So we don't need
No
any
action?
action?
No action. We're just going to let code monitor. Once code's complete, we can do the rescind.
Okay. Next one is 4407 Sheffield.
Is Attorney Sorge here for these? Okay, wonderful. The next three are all represented by Attorney Sorge. Okay, wonderful. I was hoping you could give us some status on these.
Yeah, we have most of the major stuff done, all the roofs are done. All the main thing what you guys wanted was the fireproofing was done, which was caused by when I had the plumbing done years ago. They left all these holes, and that's why we had to do all the fireproofing. All the concrete work outside, like the stairs and all that, that's all done. The electrical, that was done a while back, and he went to get it inspected, and I guess the electrical inspector added stuff to it. They finished that up last week. He's waiting for get the final inspection on that. All the little stuff like you got the handrails, all the safety stuff items should be all done.
What's your estimated timeframe in finishing?
I mean, there's a lot of little stuff, but you know the major stuff is done. All the major 90%.
Fire separation?
Yeah, that was approved already in February. See, the problem I had I was told once separation was approved, you guys would start releasing the apartments so I can get them rented. I only got 130 apartments, so I got no income coming.
We understood that.
But they never released any apartments. It was done. You guys did the final inspection. It was approved in February, all the buildings. But nobody would release the apartments for me to rent them anymore.
Well, I have to say, that question has not been brought to my attention. Releasing apartments, we will have to do, we signed off on the final inspection for fire separations.
Yeah, electrically, supposed to have a fire. Yeah, and then I was, we
Perhaps it would
we
be
talked.
beneficial if they had a meeting after the Board of Works, and they could settle.
Yeah.
what-
This is 3 separate buildings?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many total units?
There's 25,
How many?
25 units.
Okay.
The other ones were waiting for to be released so we can
Is
get
this-
inspections on them.
So do we need to take any action, or they're gonna meet and
Well,
this?
they should meet, but I'd like to set a status date of November 9th, just so we can keep an eye on this. And you never know, at that point in time, we might just leave it kosher monitor.
Okay.
Okay.
And this, and this is all the Sheffield properties we have
On
listed
this,
here,
these
right?
3,
4407,
Yeah.
4409, and 4401.
okay.
When do you want to set the status for?
November 9th, if that'll work?
That work? Okay. Make a motion to set for status on November 9th.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. There's one final parcel, 833 Wilcox.
Correct. Is the owner here for 833 Wilcox? Sir, could you please state your name?
Lucio Diaz.
What is the progress on the property?
All I got left is the garbage in the bag, pretty much. Everything else is done, the sidings, roofing, the painting, the soffit, everything. It's just the fence. I still got the fence to go, but other than that, I mean, the property's done.
The house itself is, as John said, supposed to be removed from the list. Problem is the surrounding area, the fence, the overgrowth, the junk, wood and everything scattered on the property. I'm not gonna release, the demo order until all that's cleaned up. The house is fine, we have to look at the property as a whole. So if we can complete that, I'll take the deal for 30 days. If we can get that, we'll take it off the demolition list or something.
You guys think you can have that accomplished in 30 days?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
No problem.
All right, well, make a motion to accept the recommendation to set for status on October 12th.
If it's done, you don't have
Second.
to come back.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in,
Yeah.
did you have a question?
Yeah, the front fence is okay. Do we still have to, replace that? It was just a back fence.
No, all the wood fence.
Just a wood fence? Yeah, the one in the back. Yeah, oh,
Move the weeds that are grown through there.
Already.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't think we voted.
Did we vote yet? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item I, status of property located at 826 Dracker.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, please state your name for the record.
Delinia Brown.
Antonio Fields. Status is, roofs on the house. Wanted approval for occupancy in 2 weeks, to get, electrical, plumbing, and gas. We have
Have a
an
new-
approval
a new
for,
estimate.
new estimate for brickwork,
For the
and that
brickwork.
can be done unless, and that would close the house all the way. With,
I applaud it for the substantial progress they've made at this point. Get the utilities to turn back on, but the next
Okay.
fee, $25 for electric, $25 for gas, but we're gonna make sure the safe turn back on. Tax something to this would say so, and then this will come out and turn back on.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna say,
Okay.
brickwork, you have a contract?
I have a contract, yeah. No, I got another estimate for the brickwork.
Check to make sure that they're licensed with the city, because
Okay,
development,
okay.
we
Okay.
Actually, they were requested
They,
by Skyline.
yeah,
They were requested to us by Skyline.
and I think they did
They
another
are.
project. Okay, okay. First floor, okay, okay, okay.
Do we need to set this for status again?
Done, I'm hoping, yeah, I'm hoping less than 60. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Make a motion to set for status on November 9th.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item J, rental registration hearing on property located at 38 Highland. Jeremy Watson? Is that you?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Stuff we didn't have.
All right, we're
Okay.
revisiting this from a few weeks ago. He did not register, he was a new owner, he bought it last year in July, I believe, June.
Yes.
It was registered last year. We had previously registered as 4 units. I contacted Water, and they only have it as 3 units. We're looking at just registration for 2017. How many units do you have vacant? How many are full?
3 are full. I live in the last unit.
So 4 total.
It is 4.
So, we're just asking for an inspection, if that's okay with you. Just-
That's fine.
And we're just asking for, should we,
This inspection first.
yeah, we'll do the inspection first, and we'll set this, 2 weeks if possible, to make sure the legality of the amount of units. Like I said, you know, Water has it as 3, was registered as 4 before, he has 4 there now, so, if we could set this back for 2 weeks, as far as rental registration for 2017.
Can you explain what you're saying is in 3 to 4? Where's the
Yeah.
disconnect?
Yeah, so Water Department has billing you for 3 units. You're saying that you have 4 units total on your property. There's 3 renters and yourself, correct?
That is correct.
Right. And Water Department has just 3 units that they're billing you for.
Okay.
instead of 4.
Okay. Okay.
Want to set it for 2 weeks, huh?
Weeks, plenty of time?
Yeah, is it possible if we can do inspections at that?
Whatever works for you guys.
I think in this situation, we're going to end up waiving the fee if we can just get the result of how many units there are, and there's an agreement between the parties here, just to let us know how much that will be. I think we could take care of that. I know that you've been here a couple times to deal with this situation, so if
Thank
there's
you.
no issue with the number of units, then we can take care of that in 2 weeks without you having to appear.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Thanks. Thank you. I don't think we need, oh, do we need a status then?
Yeah, I think we need to set a status date.
Where are we at here? No, what day we're on.
Well, the 28th.
Motion to set for status on September 28th.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item K, correspondence received from Purdue University Northwest requesting to consider painting yellow crosshatch, crosswalk markings on the crosswalk on 173rd Street and repair a street light that affects the same pedestrian crossing submitted for approval. This should be referred to Gary Gleason. He can take care of both of those issues. We do have a federal project plan for that, but it's probably not going to get done until spring of 2019. That'll greatly enhance safety at that pedestrian crossing, including a refuge island in the middle of the street.
Motion to refer to Gary Gleason.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item L, correspondence received from Hammond Parks and Recreation requesting to hold a 2017 Hammond Holiday Parade on Saturday, December 2nd, starting at 8 a.m. with attached route submitted for approval.
The same Boulevard route?
Should be. Yeah, it starts at Gavitt High School, goes to Indianapolis Boulevard, north to 169. We have a motion approving that parade and route.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item M, request for rental registration hearing. There's only one.
When do we want to do that?
Wait a
October
minute.
12th?
What's the parcel? Oh, 10 Wandale.
Make a motion to set for hearing on October 12th.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item N, invoice received from JM Industrial Services for change order for BLN removal work at 954 Sibley, submitted for approval.
This is for environmental remediation that was discovered.
Yeah, it's $2,200.
This was originally a city demo land to be DEP.
Oh.
BLN is in discussion with them for environmental, they found some things that need to be taken care of. That's why it was
Okay.
originally bid as a city demo. BLN's got some strict guidelines that they don't follow. They didn't do that, they never did.
So is this going through the regular demo fund or the BEP fund? Okay. Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item O, correspondence received from Midway General Construction Incorporated requesting to close one lane for demolition at 6129 Calumet. Now, this is a state highway, so they should be requesting this through the LaPorte District Office.
That's that building that's right out across from Central Station.
This is actually to close Field Street when they're working on that northern wall. Saying absolutely correct, we're worried about Hammond Avenue when they start on the west wall, and we would like to restrict that lane, traffic on Hammond Avenue while that portion comes down. Problem is having contact information, we get a hold of us, maybe you can enlighten us with some contact, or maybe Dean will let us know who to contact and get that scheduled.
I don't know who the permits guy is now, but he's out of the LaPorte District Office. John McFadden still? So John McFadden at the LaPorte District Office, you can get the phone number for down there from, maybe Dean's got it with him.
What kind of timeframe is this turnaround be? The demolition is actually ongoing.
Yeah.
But for Field Street, when he's ready to do that demolition, when are you gonna do that portion?
I like to do it in the Saturday or Sunday. There is no traffic and more safety. It's couple hours only.
Like close Field Street from Calumet to the alley?
Entire street.
Correct.
It's only a couple of hours.
Right. That's not,
Be safe
I
tomorrow.
don't think that's a big problem. Right.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
We can coordinate that, everything happen at the same time, that'd be great. We can get that done.
Can start.
What do I need?
So what do we make a motion to close Field Street, right?
Yeah, we.
From Calumet to the alley.
Right.
Make a motion to approve the closure of Field Street.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those against? Motion passes. Item P, garage sale permit submitted for approval. They're starting to thin out. We're getting into the fall.
Little. Motion to approve the garage sale permit.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item 6, matters from other board members. Item 7, matters from department heads or their representatives. Item 8, new business. 9, old business. Item 10, the meeting's open to the public. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to step up to the podium? Please state your name for the record.
Bob McGee from McGee's Plumbing.
Mr. McGee's here to request a cut out of the street from the middle of a pine, 4900 block of pine, to replace a lateral line. Obviously, time was the essence. We thought we could bring in public expressions, we could come in and get this reconnected. It's usually towards a year where we're going to be cutting. There will be room for traffic to come through.
Do it in one day?
Yes, sir, it should be. It is, the problem would be is if, I understand from the sanitary district that if this tap is broken loose from their main, that section has to be replaced. And if that was there, something we don't know, then it would probably be a 2-day job. And it could be, it would be closed overnight with steel.
Yeah, then you gotta have flashers out there and all adequate protection.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McGee's very good standing with the department. We've been a plumbing contractor for decades.
52 years.
52 years? How come you haven't retired? Even I've retired.
Yes, sir, I know you have. I just love to do the work, and it keeps me busy. And my son.
Oh, do I have a motion approving the closure for 1 day, 2 days maximum?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Did you?
Just comment, this is not too far from our Chicago Street project. I don't have any objection with what's going on, but this is south of our Chicago Street project, and Pine is closed at Chicago to the north, so we just need to be real.
So then we have to have a way to get through there, so you can't totally close the street.
No, one-lane traffic. It would be open.
Okay.
North and south.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Vote.
Did we didn't vote yet. Those in favor say aye.
Aye. Second.
Those against? Aye, second.
Confused.
Those in favor say aye.
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 Those against? Motion passes.
Wait.
Anyone else? There was another gentleman who wanted to step up to the podium.
I believe that, I didn't see us on the list here today, but we're doing the house on 7149 Ontario. We've had a little bit of backups with the subs being a little busy, et cetera, so I wanted to say today was our last day for our first extension. We're asking for a little more time. Things are coming along nicely, but just a little bit slower. I'm waiting on an electrical inspection as we speak too, so.
Is that contractor covered that inspection?
Yeah. Sure.
Usually next day.
Okay, all right.
He called and she said,
Okay, well, we just lost Diane's dad too. That's been a mess too, so, okay.
What drywall up there?
It's going on now.
Or maybe electric?
No, we're not gonna.
7149
I
Ontario.
don't know if we have 30 days? 30 days, 6 weeks like you gave us last time, just to ensure. I'd be obliged with 6 weeks. That'd be great. Okay? Yes, sir. And I just obtained my license the other night as well.
Congratulations.
Okay. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Is it November 9th?
October 26th.
Why don't we just make it November 9th, because we got a bunch of statuses anyway.
He finishes it.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we making the motion to extend
Yes.
the rehab agreement?
November 9th. We have a bunch of demo statuses that day anyway.
Make a motion to extend the rehab agreement until November 9th and set for status on that date.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments?
Very good.
Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. Is there anyone else in the audience who'd like to step up to the podium? If not, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.